All right. It's Monday morning. It's Monday morning quarterback. As always, Just Your Average Joe here hosting, and my co-host mic'd up. Juwaan should be running a little late, but he should be here at one point. Now, we generally start the show with our little few minutes, well, sometimes you drag it on to 10, 15 minutes of our
Thanks a
Giant
lot.
monologue. Our Giants and, what they have done the day before, but they have not played. They played tonight.
Yep.
So since we don't have that to talk about, and we were just talking about off air, what are we going to do after the Giant game? Do we go on tonight, especially if they win, or maybe just do a show tomorrow just to talk separately just about the Giants and Chiefs game? So maybe that's something that we're going to discuss. But let's just talk about the games that happened yesterday of this week. And dude, I got to tell you something, man. This week was very, very shocking. It was a few
The bookies made money this week.
There was a few upsets, but at the same time, dude, it was the day of the backup. I mean, some of these teams' respective backups came to show, and all I can say is, dude, is Mike fucking White. Who is this guy?
Mike White started his career. I already read up on him. He started his career as...
What's up? Yeah. Wait, oh yeah, because of Derrick Henry. So right now it's feared. It's not definite, but it's feared. I don't know if did the MRI come through, Matt? Because they said he's feared to be out 8 to 10 weeks with a fractured foot. So I mean that definitely puts that's a devastating blow to the Titans offense. But I gotta say, well, first of all, I mean it was a really good game against the Colts yesterday. That's number one. And I didn't realize, dude, and that's on me for not really doing much research on the Colts, because we've been talking shit nonstop about it is confirmed. All right, thank you. It's confirmed. It's a fracture. All right, so he's out at least 8 weeks.
Who?
Derrick Henry.
Okay, well, the trade deadlines. I think tomorrow maybe the Giants could trade Saquon and give them.
Come on, let's whatever. But I will say this though, and I know we're going all over the place, but how do you feel about this? Now, obviously, Tunyon, big tight end for the Packers.
Oh, God,
he goes down.
He's out for the year. Killed me when he came out.
What do you think? I know my brother had money on Tunyon too. What do you think about? I believe he did. What do you think about the possibility of Ingram going to the Packers?
Ain't a bad deal. I mean, we can get maybe a second or third round pick for him now.
Yeah, I mean, they're not going to get a first round pick. That's number one. Yeah,
they're not going to get a first round pick for Evan Ingram, but.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I mean, I know a lot of people think Ingram is one of the best tight ends in football. I still don't see it, and I'm a Giants fan. I don't.
I don't see it either, and I'm a Giants fan, so I mean, we're both.
I would not be unhappy if he was traded, especially if we get some key pieces for the future. Because we need it. We need and Gettleman. If it is Gettleman at the end of the season doing the the moves,
God help us.
They have to fucking, whether it's through the draft or through free agency, they have to fucking build up that line. They do.
Now he'll draft the
running back.
Another running back in the first round from maybe Wichita State or something. But
So what I was saying is that we've been picking on Carson Wentz. A lot of us wanted that production from him because we thought, okay, he's gonna get what do you call it, reunited with his former mentor in Frank Reich, and he was gonna whatever wasn't right for him in Philadelphia, this was gonna be a new start for him. Dude, I didn't realize that. As much as the Colts weren't really having much success this year, it has not been at the hands of Wentz. Wentz actually, that was his first pick in 5 games. Wentz has actually been on the money. So that was a good game that we watched yesterday. The Titans at Colts. The Colts really needed to pull it out, but obviously the Titans won in overtime. But I mean, I can't talk more about fucking Mike fucking White. What do you think? What was your surprise? Not surprise. I'm sorry. What was your? Let me put the graphic up. For those of you who are watching at home, we usually start with Giant takeaways, but they didn't play yesterday. Game of the week. And hopefully Juwaan will be here soon. So what do you think? Y'all got Kevin Zeitler from us. Yeah, we did. I was heated. Now it's not so much. Haha. Yeah. No, we did get Zeitler, but yeah. OBJ. How's he doing lately in Cleveland? What was your game of the week? If you had to pick one game of the week, what was yours? Mike says Bucks versus Saints.
I gotta agree with Mike. I think Bucks. I think the Saints beating the Bucks was major. I mean, I would say Jets and Bengals, but that's going to be my other.
Yeah, I mean, that
The
could
flip
that
of the
honestly,
coin,
dude,
I'm going to use that as the other thing. But
Jets and Bengals, you could probably use for both.
I
Game
was
of the
going to
week.
use for both, but the Saints. And you remember? Do you remember me saying last
I'm
week?
getting there, Nick. Trust me.
Do you remember me saying last week that New Orleans always played better after a loss when they're playing up against Tampa Bay?
Yeah, I do. I do remember you saying that, but I didn't think they were going to play that good. That defense shut out by at the end of the game. They just stepped up.
Brady got a pick six in the. I mean, in the end,
That was the end of the game.
Pick
Pick
six.
six. Yeah. I mean, look, in his defense, when they slowed it down, that was a good pass to Godwin. I think Godwin ran sort of like a wide route. He didn't cut directly across, leaving was it the safety or the corner that intercepted it for the pick six? I can't really remember, but either way,
I think it was a safety.
he thought Godwin was going to cut in front of the safety or the corner, and Godwin, I guess, either ran a wide route or it just wasn't a time ball. But it was a good play on the ball, not for nothing, and it sealed the
Godwin
game.
better stop his shit because he's pissing Tom off in a major way.
I don't know, but look, no, like I'm with you on this.
I mean, did you hear what he did last week when he caught the 600 touchdown? He gave it to the fan.
That was Evans.
Oh, that was Evans. I thought that was Godwin.
No, it was Mike Evans, and it was an honest mistake. He apologized for it. They got the ball back. Whatever. All right, so I'm with Nick.
Hey, the guy made out though. He got tickets. He got Bitcoin. He got fucking jerseys signed.
He got a night with Giselle. All right, so I'm going to go.
That should have been on there.
I'm going Packers and Cardinals. That was the Thursday night game. That was a game that they get most people, not everyone. There was some experts that said the Packers might win, but most people basically put the Packers dead to rights. You know, they were out Devonta Adams. They were out, Lazard, their other wide receiver, due to COVID. So, and with Arizona, the way they were playing, their defense, their offense, Kyler Murray looked unstoppable. And then the Packers and Aaron Rodgers basically said, no, look, we're here to play. I'm going to carry this team. I'm going to do it all myself. You know, obviously you had help on the ground with Aaron Jones, but at the same time, dude, I mean, it's Aaron fucking Rodgers, and he just basically proves. And this Packers team now at 7-1, obviously they're tied with Arizona for the lead in the NFC. But I don't know. They just put themselves up, obviously up in the power rankings, but at the same time, conversation.
Here's what happened.
What?
Here's what happened. Aaron Rodgers is sitting there and he's hearing, "Oh, Kyler Murray MVP, Kyler Murray MVP," and Aaron Rodgers went, "Hold my beer."
Hold my beer.
Hold my beer, said Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, that's the other thing too.
What a real fucking MVP.
And that's exactly right, though. That was the other thing too. After that first game, people were writing Aaron Rodgers off. Oh, he's done. He's not mentally in it. Speaking of mentally in it, by the way, before I lose my train of thought, because I do want to talk about this for 1 second. I don't know if you know. I mean, most of my listeners already know. Probably know, I should say. What do you think about Calvin Ridley, dude? Just stepping away from the fucking game.
I heard about it yesterday, and I was like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, I mean, that's just a big blow to. I mean, obviously Kyle Pitts was having a really good year so far. When Gilmore's not obviously covering him, but dude, without Calvin Ridley now, I mean, you lost Julio Jones last year. Now you got Calvin Ridley just stepping away from football, citing mental health issues, and obviously, look, that's his choice. I wish him well, but that's a huge piece to lose. For that Falcons. I mean, not that they were going anywhere, and it's sad to say, I just feel like Matt Ryan's time with Atlanta, that window he had, I mean, his best shot was a few years ago when they just fucking monumentally blew that fucking Super Bowl. Yeah. That was his best shot to win a ring.
28-3, and then everything started falling apart.
But Matt Ryan just I really thought I thought the Falcons were going to beat the Panthers yesterday. I didn't know obviously Calvin Ridley was going to be stepping away, but at the same time, I felt the way the Panthers were playing the last few weeks that the Falcons were probably going to put it away, but just that's not the case. Anyway, Aaron Rodgers was written off, basically said, "Oh, he's done," or whatever. He's not in it now.
Yeah, he was just going to play out the season, go somewhere else because of what was going on. He doesn't give a shit about Green Bay.
And now, look, 7 straight wins, and they're beating good teams.
And he showed Kyler Murray who the real MVP was. You know, he He showed him, and I liked a lot of people that say, somebody actually put a meme up that AJ Green retired with 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter. I was like, you got to be fucking kidding me.
Oh, Winston, I just saw a headline. Winston is ACL with possible MCL damage.
Oh my God.
Yeah, but I mean, Winston, who? Look at what do you call it? Trevor Siemian did yesterday for Seattle. I mean, for Saints. All right. Surprise of the week. I already know what your pick is.
Jets and Bengals.
I mean,
who would
the
have
fucking
fucking
Jets,
thought that
man.
would have happened?
How many people? I know a few because what they post on Instagram. If I'm not mistaken, I think you were one of the ones that posted that one of your parlays didn't work because of the Jets. If I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong on my Instagram. But let me see what Nick said really quick. I think if Rodgers is ever going to get a second Super Bowl ring, it'll be this year to do it. Yeah, I agree. I agree. This is one of his opportunity years. Look, you went to the NFC Championship last year. You almost made it. You were a fucking run away from getting into the end zone yourself. I mean, we talked about that how many times.
And who was the one that pointed out that run into the end zone that he didn't take? Me.
Yeah. And Matt lost about 450 on that game because of the Jets and Bengals.
I had a parlay going yesterday too, and it was like I had the Bengals, but I'm thinking, okay, they're playing the Jets. The over/under is 43.
Zach Wilson's out. Zach
Wilson's out. This kid looked like shit coming in last week when he was playing.
No, Mike White didn't look too bad when and they said that White didn't look too bad when he came in. But dude, I mean, what do you expect from a guy that doesn't get any snaps?
I mean, the guy started his career with the Dallas Cowboys as a backup.
Yep.
He's with the Jets since 2019, never touched a football.
I know.
Let me tell you, if this kid's got 3 more weeks under center before Zach Wilson comes back, they said 2 to 4 weeks. If he can pull off 3 out of 4 of these games winning, this is a hell of an interview he's doing to try to get onto another team as a starter.
Yeah. Well, but sometimes it doesn't work out. Look what happened with Matt Castle when he had that, those couple of good, that half. I can't remember how many games it was after Brady went down in New England. And then
look what happened with Jeff. Look what happened with Jeff Hostetler in 1990. He wins a Super Bowl, and the next thing you know, he's like nothing afterwards.
Exactly. What do you go to the Raiders after that? The other thing is though too, if I'm on, I can't remember the fucking guy, dude. Oh, he was the Green Bay the Green Bay backup when Rodgers was out for a couple of. I can't remember what it was, dude. He came in. Oh shit. What did he throw? He had a monster game, and then everybody.
I think he threw like, oh yeah, he had that game where he threw 45 points on the board and
something like that. He had like this monster game, and everybody thought he was like the second coming, and he went to another team, and then he fucking sucked. But look, it happens. But this is their time to shine. Look, when you got a guy who's been sitting, doing, being a backup almost his whole career, and has his one moment to shine. Zach Wilson's obviously out for a few weeks. At least, what did they say? They said at least 2 weeks, right?
2 to 4.
Yeah. So at least 2.
I'm leaning towards 4 because if you want to keep him healthy, you should keep him out.
There you go. Thanks, Mike. Matt Flynn.
Yeah, there he goes.
Thank you. So sometimes, yeah, backups are backups, and they in their moment to shine, they come through. But then when you try to make them the star of their of their own team, sometimes it doesn't work out. Sometimes. I mean. Look what happened with Brady. Brady came in when Bledsoe went down with an injury, and the rest is history.
20 years later, 7 rings.
Yeah. 30 years later, 55 rings. Okay. It makes no sense. The math actually made no sense. The math
did not make sense on that.
No. All right. So you're surprised.
30 rings, baby.
You're surprised of the week. I want to say one thing, though. And I'm not bitter because I'm a Giants fan and I can't stand the fucking Jets. And I had no money on the game. I didn't lose any money. I don't really gamble. But anyway. Jets are driving. Did you watch any of the highlights?
Yeah.
Okay. Jets are driving. I think it's 3rd and 11. And they're trying to run the clock out and then obviously get to the point where they kick a field goal or score, whichever one comes first, because the game was tied. Jets are driving. The Bengals are trying to get the ball back, right? 3rd and 11. Mm-hmm. Mike White makes a completion. I can't remember to who. At the halfback, whatever it was. The tackle, the defense of the Bengals went to tackle, but went to tackle low. So he came in low. right? Because if you come in high, it's going to be, oh, you led with your helmet, right? So he goes in low. The Jet, whoever caught the ball, lowers his fucking helmet and he initiates contact because he's the one. The other one's already established. He's coming in low. He's going to probably tackle your legs, your waist, whatever.
And the Bengals gave it the penalty.
Because the Jet guy, whoever it was that caught the ball, went low, he initiated helmet to helmet. They called it personal foul on the fucking defense, gave him the first down, and the rest is history. The Jets end up fucking scoring. And that just pisses me off. When a game is decided like that, it fucking pisses me off. It really does. What, though?
Also, you got to give credit to Mike White. He got fucking knocked the fuck out on that one roughing the passer.
Yeah, he did.
And he was laying on. He was awake. You saw him. He was just taking really deep breaths, trying to
Darnold also got knocked out. Concussion protocol. He was out. Walker had to come in too.
That was like Eli Manning-esque how he just he sat out for one series and he came right back in. He's like, okay, I'm okay. It was like Eli Manning type shit going on over there.
Mike said Lamar Jackson not throwing a touchdown. Really? Throwing a touchdown? No. Lamar Jackson, he said it twice. I was like, Mike, you sent me the same thing twice. Lamar Jackson not running a touchdown would be surprise of the week. He barely, he throws, yeah, but he's whatever. My surprise of the week.
Just match it up.
I don't want to match it up. I'm going to go. Yeah, because obviously that was my pick. Really, really quick.
What, Saints beating the Bucks?
No, you know what? No, not. Oh, yeah. You could go Saints Bucks. Yeah, if it's not Saints Bucks, but I'll go another one. I'll go, and this was another good game. This could have went either way. Patriots beating the Chargers.
Yeah,
the defense handled, the Chargers pretty well, and Chargers now 4-3, man.
I said the Chargers, but I said if you were betting on the game, I would say take the points. I didn't know that New England was going to win outright, though.
Yeah, Mike, I just realized the Ravens had a bye. What are you talking about? But
that's why he didn't throw a touchdown this week. It was surprising.
Yeah, I picked the Chargers to win. I know Juwaan, if he was on, I know he's running late. He may not even make it on the show, but I know his team is.
He refused to pick this game though.
He didn't want to pick this game, and I guess him not picking the game didn't jinx his Patriots, and his Patriots actually won the game. Look, credit Belichick. Belichick, as good as he's a great defensive genius, he did what he needed to do to basically make it hard for the Chargers to get in any rhythm. But it was also at the same time, it was a close game. It was a close game. It was a good game. But
I'll tell you, Mac Jones is starting to really starting to show his starting to show talent now.
Another surprise of the week is that the fucking Bills only scored 21 on the Dolphins.
Jesus.
Mike, you should have said that for your surprise of the week. Fucking 26-11, and that was late in the game.
That was embarrassing. I was
started out
for a
slow.
blowout.
No, you want to talk about embarrassing, dude. Largest fucking margin of victory since 1981. You know who I'm talking about? The Philadelphia Eagles beating the Lions 44-6. That Lions team, we picked them to win.
Disgraceful.
They're an 0-8, and that's that. So what we said last week, and I think that's why I picked the Lions because
we said that they were playing Philly.
We didn't know which Jalen we were getting, but
that's why I hate picking against teams with Jekyll and Hyde quarterbacks. You don't know who's going to show up.
The Lions played like a winless team yesterday. Let's just say that they played like a winless team. And how about Chicago? They got a really good running back. His name is Justin Fields. Because he can't throw the fucking ball, but he can run.
Didn't I tell you nothing good comes out of Ohio State? Didn't I say
100 yards on the ground, 1 touchdown, I believe. I believe he had a touchdown, but just horrible passing. And I still can't believe the 40. I guess I can. They played the Chicago Bears, but that's the other thing too. Everybody's like praising Garoppolo. What are you praising him? That he won the game for you, or that he didn't get hurt? That's always a plus.
He did run in for a touchdown. He did.
No, I know. I'm saying he put the game. That game was all Garoppolo.
What did they mean? I was listening to one of the sports shows that go on at after the football games here by me, and they said that it was Jimmy G's homecoming. Is he from Chicago?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's from Chicago. There's another one, dude. I picked them to win. I mean, they played the Browns. The Browns are going in the opposite direction, but the Steelers, they actually came out with the win. I had a feeling their defense was going to be stingy and hold the Browns. I didn't think they would hold them only to 10 points. But Roethlisberger, he did what he needed to do. What was it? I think Harris, is that the running back for the Steelers? Najee Harris or something like that? Let me see.
I think so.
He had a really big game on the ground for them. I think he had 90-something yards. I don't think he cracked 100. Come on. This is all in my fucking head. That's I'm sorry, guys, but this is stuff that I try to memorize before I go on. Nick said he's from Arlington Heights, but yeah, close enough. He's talking about Garoppolo.
Yeah, but Arlington Heights is like a suburb of Chicago. That's what a racetrack is.
Yeah, and I'm fucking so stupid. So everybody was talking about, I think it was the Bears, and how the Bears are going to relocate to Arlington. I'm fucking stupid. I'm like, what the fuck? They're going. I'm thinking of fucking Texas. I'm like, the Bears are going to Texas.
No, Arlington Heights.
I know. It's another town in Chicago. I get it.
Although I heard the Bears ownership, they're trying to work out a deal where they could build a stadium near where Arlington Park racetrack is, and they also want to buy ownership into the racetrack because now the racetrack now is
Yeah, well, Mike, didn't they win like 45 to fucking nothing in their first game? Am I not mistaken? Didn't they crush the Dolphins and the Dolphins?
Yeah. No, Mike, what I meant was I didn't mean it was a surprise that they won by 15. I wanted them to win by like 20, 25. I was expecting like this big fucking blowout. I didn't expect them just to barely cover the spread.
I mean, but they did what they needed to do, And also too, dude, speaking of getting it done, speaking of 35-0, I thought it was 40-something, but I mean, you would know, you're a Bills fan. The other thing I talk about, dude, is those fucking Cowboys, man. That was a great Sunday night game, and another backup, Cooper Rush, came through. Obviously, the game-winning touchdown to Amari Cooper to Cooper. That was
what happened to Dak?
What? Dak's hurt
again?
Yeah.
What happened?
Yeah, he was a game-time decision. Most people didn't think he was going to play anyway. I don't know. I think Mike, what's wrong with Dak? Is it his ankle or something like that? It's nothing major. I think he's only missing the 1 or 2 games. Maybe his knee. I can't really remember, but I know that I
didn't watch the game last night. I was doing some stuff. So
no, I was watching it. Yeah, no, it was a good game. I was actually pulling for Minnesota, but that didn't happen. Obviously,
I think I picked Dallas on that one.
We did. We picked Dallas, and I didn't think the Minnesota.
I got Dallas in my parlay too because they were getting 2.5.
Thanks, Matt. It's a calf strain. So no, I picked Cowboys to win, but I'm hoping obviously Minnesota to take down Dallas. But what somebody said on Instagram, if you want to think the long game, if Minnesota loses, which they did, and if the Giants can pull a victory out today, they're a half a game out of the playoff hunt. Woo! They're now getting division. First of all, the Cowboys are now 6-1. Giants aren't getting division now. So now you got to, I mean, I'm not even thinking playoffs. I want to be optimistic, but, the cynic in me, the cynical fan that I am, it's hard to be optimistic, especially with what they've shown in those 5 losses that they have so far. But this game, I don't know, man. It can go either way. The defense can look brilliant, but guys like Tyreek Hill, Kelsey, it's going to be a scary game today. It really is. It can go either way, dude. It could be a close game, a close, ugly game, right? Or it could be a fucking blowout, Kansas City style. All right, let's go into our picks, right? And obviously, it's week 9. Change that up a little bit. Change it up, big boy. All right. Let me just go to the schedule.
Just to let you know, I'm not seeing you because I'm on DraftKings with the
well, now that you got me off camera, dude, I'm giving you the finger. So that's on you.
Now I'm back right now. See, now I'm watching you.
Telling you right now, I'm not giving you the finger. I
know you're not.
Matt says Giants by 17 tonight. That is a bold statement, my friend. I'll take it, but that's a bold statement. All right.
What? Well, I am going to take the 10.5 on that. So
that's what she said. I'm guessing it's just going to be you and I. So I'm just going to, if he pops in, that's fine. But all right.
And that's what she said too.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm more inclined to think that way. And Matt, again, like I said, I would take that in a heartbeat. Giants by 17, but I think it's more likely to go that way. All right, dude. Thursday night game. Are you ready for this matchup? Are you ready? Obviously, we're going to get Mike fucking White. We're going to get Mike fucking White in Indianapolis against the Colts. Are you ready to crown them AFC champs right now? The Jets. Oh, perfect timing. There he is. All right, so I'm gonna add you in.
I'll look at desire to show up.
All right, we got picks. Well, he wants to. I mean, I had a feeling you were going to come on either way, dude. I know you needed to bask in your huge win yesterday as a New England Patriots fan.
But wait, he was torn though. He couldn't pick this game. He refused.
I don't think he was torn. He didn't want to jinx his team. He said.
Right. I said I wasn't gonna jinx my team, but I also told you guys last year, this team blew out the Chargers 45-0.
Yeah,
and you can make an argument. New England's team last year was worse than their team this year.
Yeah, I agree. I can definitely agree with that. All right, we literally just started our picks, so we didn't even give anything yet. We're on Jets at Colts Thursday night game. Mike, I'll start with you. Give Juwaan a minute to process. What do you got?
You know what? I'm going to ride the Mike White train. Jets with the 10.5 all the way. Outright win.
All right. You know what? I think I'm with you on that. I'm going to go Colts. Carson Wentz isn't as bad as I thought he was. And that's on me. And Juwaan, I was saying that before before you came on, but earlier. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's research I didn't do. I thought everything. I was pinning the losses that the Colts were having and the problems they were having on Wentz, but that's actually not the case. Wentz has been doing what he can. It was his first pick in 5 games. A bad pick, but first pick in 5 games. But at the same time, this Colts defense needs to start stepping up and become the team that they were last year. But the beginning of the season, that Colts defense was good, probably top 5. If they can do that. And Wentz and Jonathan Taylor in the backfield, if they can put some yards on the ground, I think the Colts can handle. I don't know. I don't know. Is Mike White going to do this? Is something that's going to last, or was that just a really good game? I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know enough about Mike White. I know the NFL doesn't know enough about Mike White, so I'm going to go with the Colts at home. What do you got?
I'm going Jets.
Okay.
I told you last week. I like this kid White. He came into that game in New England. They were getting just blown out.
Yeah.
And he came in, drove it right down the field, threw a touchdown.
Yeah.
I told you last week, I was very impressed by that. Because
the team actually likes him too. The team seems to be energized by him.
Mm-hmm.
Which is weird.
It's not good for Wilson.
I was about to say that. Do we have a quarterback controversy on our hands?
We may, because I tell you what, if he wins Thursday, there's no way Wilson can come back to this team. There's no way. There's absolutely no. Like, this isn't Jimmy Garoppolo playing good in the absence of Tom Brady.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's obvious when Brady gets back, he's coming back. This is a situation that this guy is out playing Wilson. So it's kind of just like, well, you don't take the hot hand out and put the cold one back in. So I think the Jets get it done. I think that win against the Bengals was more so the Bengals taking their foot off the gas.
Yeah.
But I do think a lot of it had to do with the Jets. I think this Jets team is tired of people thinking they can come in. Remember what I told you, Joe, when we were texting each other? I'm like, oh, yeah, Bengals are going to throw for 600 yards.
That's what I thought. Yeah, because it wasn't just the offense and Mike White, dude. Their defense, I mean, they had a lot of good amount of points, but their defense made some big stops.
Yep. So I think the Jets are starting to play with more pride, and now that they have someone that they trust at quarterback, I think they could really step it up. And Colts have shown that they can catch.
You don't think the team trusts Zach Wilson?
I don't know. There's always something. I told you guys I'm a big swagger guy. There's always something different about when a guy like that walks in You know what I'm saying? It's. I would actually compare this, and I'm not equating the quarterback.
I think, Juwaan, I think they call that big dick energy.
That's exactly what it is. But I would compare this, and I'm not saying the players are comparable. But you had Alex Smith doing great, right? He just could never get you to the promised land. You then bring in this new kid who in his first season throws 50 touchdowns, and you kind of just go, well, there's no room for Alex Smith anymore.
Yeah, I mean, what do you? That's a no-brainer there. That's not a controversy.
I think if White can get this win Thursday, there's just no room for Wilson. You got your new quarterback.
Well, I was watching one of the shows I watch, Moose and Maggie. Or I don't watch the whole show, but I watch the highlights, and they were talking about the Jets' problems. Zach Wilson. This was before his injury. And Maggie even said it, like the Jets, what they did was they took a young kid out of college, out of the draft, put them on their roster, and he's showing that he's not ready. He may not be NFL ready. He might need a year or two, either, on the sidelines or just to learn the game a little bit more. He doesn't look ready. So if you got a guy,
even when they talked about him, like even when the Jets were like, they should have got Mac Jones, they should have got Trey Lance, they should have got this guy, they should have got that guy. And they're like, no, we're stuck on, we're set on Zach Wilson. Look what he can do. Look what he can do. Look at his play.
He's shown some promise. Yeah, he's shown
like look at his play over here where he ran around and broke this and he drew the pass and then they're showing a thing going. Somebody found on ESPN. They go, oh look, here's Sam Darnold doing the same fucking exact thing you're saying that the other guy did that nobody else ever did before.
Yeah. That's true.
And Sam Darnold knew it. They, like even during the fucking season last year, they kept talking about Zach Wilson before the fucking season ended. And Sam Darnold was like, all right, get me the fuck out of here.
All right.
So, I mean, yeah, they're going to, they drafted this kid and you're figuring out now he isn't what you expected he was going to be. And if Mike White, just like Juwaan said, if Mike White can...
No, sorry. It is Mike fucking White.
Mike fucking White.
Yes.
If he can go, like I said, if he can go 3 out of 4, this kid should be your starting quarterback when Zach Wilson comes back, because he might be able to get you into a 1-card spot. You never know.
Yeah, the other thing is too, I mean, you beat the Bengals, right? Who had a really good defensive game the week prior, and they obviously have a good offense with Mixon, Jamar Chase, and obviously Burrow.
Defense.
And a good there's that defense too, but they were able to he put over 400 yards in the air.
405.
What?
405.
405, and he has a touchdown. And he had a touchdown catch.
Yeah.
So they had the Philly special. So
that was the 2-point conversion.
Oh, that was a 2-point. All right. So you had the
bank.
Yeah, I'm sorry. That's right. It was a 2-point conversion. You had the Bengals. You beat the Bengals at home. Now you go on the road and you play the Colts, whose defense I never know which one's going to show up. But at the same time, if you can pull out a win on the road in Indianapolis, and if you have a good game in White, I'm with you. I don't know. Even if Wilson, I don't know if Wilson comes back yet anyway, because I think, like I said, 2 to 4, it's probably more going to be on that 4-week range. He might be out, right?
Yep, I told you they're going to play safe and let him stay out to 4.
Even if he's ready, how do you take the hot hand out? How do you? Because it's right now, it's sparking an offense. It's sparking a team that just looked dead.
Because here's the thing: if you're White, right, you're playing with house money, right? You have the shortest of short leashes.
Mm-hmm.
So if he's really this good, because we've seen guys like this. Remember, was it Matt Flynn?
We were talking about. I was before you came on. We were talking about that.
We were just talking
Matt Flynn
about
with Green Bay
Juwaan.
and Matt Castle with New England. He went to the Chiefs, and
I even went as far back as Jeff Hostetler in 1990
with the Giants.
Shit right after it.
Yeah.
So I'm saying if he can ball out, Wilson's not coming back to this team unless White gets injured. But if White loses this week, no one upstairs in brass is even remotely thinking about not putting Wilson back in when he gets healthy.
I agree.
And actually,
right,
Robert
moving
Saleh
on.
actually showed how good of a defensive coordinator he is. But that defense really came up to play yesterday too. They did.
I'm not. Look, I'm not a Jets fan. I really can't stand the team, but I got to give credit where credit is due, and their defense stepped up big time on a lot of plays. All right, moving on to Sunday's game opener, Atlanta at New Orleans. Now, are we getting Trevor Siemian or are we getting no Winston? I saw the graphic. He's out. Winston's out.
Yeah.
He could be out for a while now because they're saying ACL with possible MCL damage too. So is it MCL or MCU? Juwaan, I never know which show we're on. Anyway,
It's definitely not the MC.
I still think even with Trevor Siemian, give me Alvin Kamara, give me that defense that showed up in yesterday's game against the Bucs.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think Atlanta has a shot. I don't, especially now with Calvin Ridley out. And your only go-to guy, who is it? It's Kyle Pitts. Who else do they got?
It's really it. It's really
I'm going Saints. I put Saints for you guys too. Am I wrong?
Yeah.
Yes, you're wrong.
Okay.
Wait,
I am?
Saints and you safe with the -5.
Yeah. No, I'm taking Falcons.
Really?
Unless Saints do what I
Jesus.
hope they do and go get Cam Newton, there's no way I'm taking the Saints. Trevor Siemian, you think I'm going to trust that?
Wait a minute. Did you say Carolina should have got Cam Newton last week? Now New Orleans?
I want somebody to
Somebody should get him.
Every team needs Cam Newton.
I want somebody to go get Cam
I mean,
Newton.
look, the dude's sitting on the sideline. Let him play. Let him play. All right, Denver at Cowboys.
Juwaan's an advocate for Cam Newton, fucking Max Kellerman is an advocate for.
To be fair, I'm only saying that though.
What's his name?
Kaepernick.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm only saying that because his game mirrors Jameis's, so you don't have to drastically change. And I'm not saying you have to drastically change it for Trevor Siemian, but the offense game plan is different. He's not. Is
Siemian a rookie?
No.
Trevor Siemian's been in the league for a while.
Yeah.
I never heard of him.
Yeah, he's an NFL
because
veteran.
he usually goes to teams where he's not needed.
Yeah.
That's
All right,
usually
Broncos at Cowboys. Is Dak going to be out still with the calf strain? Is it going to be Cooper Rush again or no?
I didn't know he was going to be out this week.
Yeah, it was a game time decision, so he should be ready to go next Sunday.
Broncos at Cowboys. Where the hell are you looking over here?
Yeah, it's the next.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
Yeah, Broncos at Cowboys.
I'm going Dallas.
Yeah,
I'm assuming Dak plays. That Minnesota game was more an indictment. Cowboys didn't play well. It was more so Minnesota is literally the epitome of horrible.
Yeah, no. I mean, Cooper Rush had some good throws. Obviously, the touchdown throw to Amari Cooper to win the game.
Lost that game.
But yeah, I was going for the Vikings. I thought the Vikings were going to come back, but whatever. Mike, who you got? I know it pains you to say, but you want the boys.
I'm going to say the Cowboys, but I'm going to take the +7 on Denver, but Cowboys for the win.
All right. Well, Juwaan, I don't know. Do you want in on this one? Because you got the Patriots at Panthers. Who you got there?
Oh, easily New England.
Yeah.
But you want to say it?
Yeah, easily New England. 100%. Easily. No Sam Darnold.
Yeah.
Yes, easily.
And they're only 3-point favorite.
Easily. Yeah, those are the easily the Bengals are going to beat the Jets easily.
Yeah,
these are the games that
is true, but
yeah, these are the games that are head scratchers too.
Here's the one caveat: if Bill could do that to Justin Herbert, that to Tom Brady,
you're right.
We're really thinking he can't do that to whoever Sam Darnold's backup is.
Yeah, Walker.
Now, could Walker come in and throw for 600 yards and make a career game?
No,
for sure.
No,
but it's very unlikely Bill allows that.
Yeah, I don't see that happening.
And no Christian McCaffrey, right?
I do. I never know. I don't know. I mean, I could just when you go week to week, I think there's 2 constants now, maybe 3, because Garoppolo's usually one of them too. We're not going to have Gronkowski playing,
right?
And McCaffrey. These guys get injured a lot. They do, and it sucks because McCaffrey is a really bbig piece of that offense.
Even if he plays, Bill always takes away your best thing. It's why
I don't even think they need him because who's his backup is having a decent season. No.
Probably.
I don't know. He is on target for a week 9 return. He's talking about McCaffrey. All right.
Oh, yeah, I'm not worried.
All right.
I'm not worried.
All right. So Mike, you said Pats too. Okay. Yeah. Vikings at Ravens. I mean, I picked the Ravens the last game, and I was I'm shocked there.
Still taking the Ravens.
Hubbard
Vikings are abysmal.
All right, Hubbard is McCaffrey's backup, but it doesn't matter because
right. It is Hubbard.
But it doesn't matter because it's going to be McCaffrey. All right, Vikings.
Yeah, I agree with with Juwaan. Minnesota's just horrible. Baltimore, I think, is safe on the 5.
But I always, you know what though? I feel like Minnesota loses every game they lose. Is always, not always, but almost always, by a field goal. Or it's something that they shoot themselves in the foot over, like it's a penalty or something that they do that's stupid.
But that's the problem. That game.
So basically, the New York Giants of the NFC North.
Sure. Okay.
That game shouldn't have been that close, though.
No,
it should not have been.
No, you're right. I'm with you on that. All right, so we're all going Ravens. Browns at Bengals.
Bengals.
Oh Jesus!
Bengals.
I mean, that Browns team looks lost. That Browns team does not look. They're 4-4 now. That does not look like the same Browns team.
No,
that does not look like my mother's Browns. No,
I'm calling it right now. Odell gets traded either today or tomorrow.
Okay.
That team has Landry and Njoku, and that's not enough to get you to where you need to be.
Dude, fucking Landry dropped like a couple of key passes in yesterday's game.
Right.
Landry was like, "What the fuck, dude? Wide open."
Cincinnati's going to bounce back. Take the minus.
They should bounce back. Look, you lose to the Jets like that. You let a guy like Mike fucking White. No offense to him. I'm sure he's a great guy, but you're gonna let him throw 405 on you? Come on. You better bounce back.
Cincinnati's going to bounce back. Take the -3. You're safe.
They better.
Right.
I'll tell you what. If Steelers sneak up and take this division, it will not be good. It will not be good.
Now, guys, I have this game circled as game of the week, and let me know if you guys disagree. Bills at Jaguars.
Can I read the stream now? I mean,
you know what though? We make fun and we laugh. This is probably a game of Bills lose.
No, bro, the Jaguars did they even score yesterday?
I don't think they did. No, it was like 23-0, right? And
yeah.
we all picked the Jags.
Wait, who did they play?
The Seahawks. We all picked because of Geno Smith. We said, there's no way the Seahawks led by Geno Smith is going to beat the Jaguars. We all picked the Jaguars.
I did say that. I did.
What the fuck were we smoking last week?
I don't know.
Man, that was some good hashish. That's all I got to say.
Yeah,
Mike said, I think
they team that beat Miami and London.
Maybe they did.
Pretty good.
Maybe it wasn't a shutout. He said, I think they scored 6. But all right, even still.
If they scored 6, that's still the equivalent of scoring no points.
Mike, be careful. That's one of the that's a trap game. That's one of those games the Bills might lose. They're playing in Jacksonville too, so I don't know.
Nah,
all right, so we all got the Bills, right?
Yeah, the Bills trap game this year will be their first game against New England.
Bills with the 14. I think you're okay.
Yeah. All right. Texans at Dolphins. This is just the battle of the 1-7 teams.
Wait, hold on. This could be fun. If that Deshaun Watson trade goes through,
yeah,
this could be a really fun game.
But he wouldn't
the short can't play.
I think he can. I think we've been over.
I don't think the league is going to allow it. I don't think Goodell's going to allow them to let him start.
If I'm not mistaken, I don't know if one of you
care of.
I don't know if either of you are the ones that explained it to me this way, or it was my brother. And he can let me know in the chat if it was him. I think the reason why Watson isn't on a list of not eligible players because he's not on the roster. He's not an active player, so that's why he's not on the NFL the commissioners list.
No. Goodell spoke to that. He said there's not enough information to put him on the players on the exempt list.
Okay, so
but I say this again: if you're an NFL team, are you willing to take that chance, though, that this guy might go to jail for 3 years?
Yes.
Mike, we said it how many times? Yes. He's 25 years old.
I mean, I know he's 25. I know he'll be 28 or 30 when he gets out. I mean, he'll probably serve, if he gets 3, he'll probably serve 1.5 years, and that's it.
Yeah.
But still, you're going to give up 3 first-rounders in 3 years?
No. They're not asking for that anymore.
What's the price tag on Watson?
They will dwindle it down to about 1 or 2 first-round picks in probably a player or two.
I would say one player with 1 first-round pick. I would
one
even
first
give
round
2
and 1
first
player. I think is fair.
That one player better be like a top 100 player of this year.
And you said they may not even want to.
No, I don't think they will. But here's the reason why I make that trade if I'm Miami. 2 is not getting it done. I'm giving up on that project.
Okay.
There's no one in college right now lacing their cleats that are better right now than Deshaun Watson, or will
The
be.
kid from the QB from Georgia isn't better than Tua?
No. I said than Deshaun Watson.
Oh, okay.
Than
Really?
Deshaun Watson.
Because the
Wait,
kid in
for
Georgia
what,
looks
though?
damn good. I mean,
I can tell you right
he's
now.
gonna lead this. I mean,
This
I don't
for
want to jinx
Watson?
the Bulldogs and my friend Billy, who's a big Georgia fan, but I don't want to jinx them. But I think this kid from Georgia is going to lead them right to the championship this year.
Hold on, Mike's saying that McCaffrey's beating Ruben now for a trade to Texans. Is that for Watson?
No, they said they're out of the Watson trade.
Why would you trade McCaffrey?
Yeah, that makes no sense. What are you bringing Watson to?
Yeah. What,
You gonna throw it 60 times a game? No, I don't think that.
I mean, I've ever seen the Giants trade Daniel Jones to the Texans for Deshaun Watson.
You and this fucking.
And if you're the Texans, Christian McCaffrey is coming off injury.
Joey,
Yeah,
if he beats Mahomes tonight, I'll shut up. Until then, let him go to the Texans. I'll take the shot.
If he beats Mahomes, come on, dude. Not many guys in the league, not many top quarterbacks in the league could beat Mahomes.
Right.
Dude,
I did want to say
Mahomes looks beatable this year, though.
It's a team effort, though. And the losses have not been on, for the most part, have not been on Jones' shoulders.
Right.
Yeah.
I did want to say really quick, Joe, that if Deshaun Watson does get traded, the reason why he can play Sunday is it's no different than if Jameis Winston, let's say, knock on wood, God forbid, he's out for the season, right?
Yeah.
And he went and signed Cam, let's say Tuesday.
Yeah.
Cam could play this following Sunday.
Yeah, but Cam, it wasn't because of eligibility. I was just under the assumption because of the investigation. Cam Newton was not.
No. Goodell already came out and said that there's not enough information right now.
Then that's completely different. All right. Well, that being said, who do you think is going to win this fucking battle of the basement teams?
I want to stay out of this just in case there is the caveat that they make this trade. Because I don't want to say Dolphins and then they don't make the trade. You know what I'm saying? So I want to stay away from this game.
But seriously, though,
I'm going to go Texans.
Even if they make the trade and Brissett is the starter, he can still beat the Texans.
I'm going Texans, actually. I'm going to go Texans.
Do you still think if they make the trade, Deshaun Watson won't be playing this Sunday?
Well, if I'm Deshaun Watson, I'm going to want to play against my former team.
That's what I'm saying. I
still say that's going to be up to the league.
So I'll put an asterisk next to it because I'm going to pick Texans because I think what the Mills and the Texans did in the second half of the game against the Rams when they just decided to wake up, they put some really good points on the board against a Rams defense that's not bad at all by any means. And the Dolphins are just playing like shit too. So, I mean, it can go either way. And I know Miami's home, but without Deshaun Watson, even with Brissett, I'm going to go Texans.
What
do you got, Mike?
God,
you were so sure just a second ago.
Yes.
You know, God, it's like whether or not you got like the pick.
It's like pulling fucking teeth over here.
I know, but it's like all right, which shit do I want to take? Do I want to take the violent freaking Arby's or do I want to take the vicious Taco Bell? Give me Miami, but honestly, I would just play the under on this game.
All right.
This thing's gonna be like
Juwaan, you're gonna pick it, just put an asterisk?
Give me Miami.
With the asterisk.
No.
No, you don't need an asterisk. If he's going with Miami, he doesn't need an asterisk.
Yeah, just give me Miami. I'll go down with that ship. Just give me Miami. I'll go down with it.
All right. Now this one's harder to pick only because obviously the Giants are playing tonight, so we don't know if they're going to be 2-6, 3-5, but they are playing against the Raiders at home in Meadowlands. So it just doesn't get any easier. I mean, you're playing the Chiefs. And I know the Chiefs are wounded, and now you got the Raiders coming off a bye.
And the Raiders have been playing exceptionally well since the Gruden debacle.
It's hard not to pick the Raiders, but again, it's also hard to gauge which Giants team are we going to get. Are we going to get that team that beat the Seahawks or not the Seahawks? Who do they beat? Carolina or I think it's Carolina though too.
That's why I say that's why it's tough to do something like this when we're playing a Monday night game.
Yeah,
you can't pick them. Like if they play really well tonight, even if they lose, but not by a big amount.
Yeah, I'd still go
I'm gonna
Raiders.
go with the Giants, but the
No.
Raiders team has been playing.
No, the
It
Raiders
just
are playing
goes to
better
show
than.
you that John Gruden was more the face of this franchise than Derek Carr.
Yeah, no, I'm going to go with the Raiders because the Raiders have been playing. First of all, a lot better than the Chiefs have been playing. That's for sure. They're coming off a bye, and like you said, they've been playing a little bit more. They've been playing inspired football for some reason ever since Gruden's been gone. So that being said, even if the Giants lose, definitely, because then they just lost to a team that's wounded. But at the same time, I don't know. Even at home, I'm going to pick the Raiders in this game.
I'm gonna go with the Raiders, and I'm not even betting the game. I won't bet against my team.
Juwaan, who you got?
This one I may have to use my asterisk, only because if the Giants play well and win tonight, they could totally flatline against the Raiders. But if they lose tonight,
Mike, is that the Giants win up against KC or with Las Vegas?
He's talking about the Raiders. We're talking about the Raiders.
I was talking about the Raiders will beat. Okay.
Yeah.
If they lose tonight, they could totally come in full bore against the Raiders next week and get that win. So it's just, to me, it's tough because I need to see how they play this game.
We also don't know. The other thing is is we don't know. I said that, Mike. We don't know if at the deadline what pieces the Giants are going to get rid of and unload.
Right.
So we don't know if they're going to have guys like Slayton, who's rumored to go somewhere else, Evan Ingram, who's rumored to go somewhere else, and whoever else might be on the chopping block. So
if you do that, I'm definitely saying you guys have quit on your season for sure.
Yeah. But all right.
Well, Evan Ingram should. I mean, Evan Ingram's been a talk of trades now for the last 2 years. So I mean,
yeah. Like I said, that's one player.
And they never trade him. So
we got Chargers at Philly.
Chargers at
Philly.
I'm hoping the Chargers bounce back after that loss. It was a tough loss. It was a close game. It was a tough loss.
Here's a question: which
Herbert had that one bad pass? He was badly timed. Literally just threw it right to the New England. What do you call it? I think it was a corner.
Here's a question: which Jalen shows up?
I know. Who was Herbert throwing to?
He threw to Adrian Phillips twice.
Okay. He never turned around.
No. I'm sorry. No.
The pick six.
Jared Cook. He was throwing to that never turned around.
Yeah, he never turned around.
Picked it off.
Yeah. I'm going to go Chargers. I know they're playing Philly at home, and they had a huge win, but it was against Detroit. And I don't know if you were on when I said it, Joan. That was the biggest margin of victory since 1981. The Philadelphia Eagles winning, I think 40-6 or whatever. But I'm going to go Chargers. Well, first of all, because I want them to win, because I'm not a Philly fan, but also because I don't see Herbert having back-to-back bad weeks. What do you think?
Which one? Me?
Yeah.
I'm going Chargers. Keenan Allen and Herbert have a big game.
Mike, what do you got?
I'm gonna go with the Chargers. I think they're gonna bounce back. Like I said, I mean, I don't know which Jalen we're gonna get. Are we gonna get the Jalen that looks like shit, or do we have the Jalen that's gonna? I mean, for Christ's sakes, it was the fucking Lions. I mean, they weren't beating a fucking.
I know.
They could have played the University of Michigan better the way they played the Lions.
No, you're right. All right. Now this is this game right here is a 4:00 game. This and the Sunday night game are probably going to be one of my favorites to watch next week because they look like they're going to be good. And depending on what happens tonight, the Packers will be facing either a 4-4 team or a 3-5 Chiefs. So that's obviously going to be we'll know more about that after tonight's game. But Packers going to Kansas City, Aaron Rodgers having a great game. Beating an undefeated team. Packers without Devonta Smith, without Lazard, Devonta Adams. I'm sorry. Without Devonta Adams, without Lazard, Rodgers and company did what they had to do to beat a very, very good defensive team and a great offensive team in Kyler Murray and all the weapons he has. So, and they had Booker back, right? Was it Booker? Who was the one that came back on the Arizona defense? They just got back from an injury.
I don't know.
Oh, Chandler Jones.
I don't know why I said. Why did I say Booker? Anyway, they got Chandler Jones back.
Was you thinking Buda Baker?
I thought Edmonds was going to have a great game on the ground. What?
No, we were saying Buda Baker.
Yeah, Buda Baker. Yeah. So this, I mean, ugh. Which Chiefs team is going to show? I'm going to go Packers. I don't know.
I don't
I
know.
think-
'Cause Packers should have lost that game. Stupid AJ Green. Stupid idiot.
Stupid idiot.
Stupid idiot. Retire.
He did, and he did with 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, apparently.
Yeah, Jalen did look like shit yesterday.
This is tough for me because I can say this right here. The nuclear deterrent is Devontae Adams. There's no one on that Chiefs team, not even Honey Badger, that can guard that man. So if he plays, it's Packers easily. But again, also, I want to see how Chiefs play tonight.
Yeah.
This is a game they should win. Will they, though, is the
Mhm.
question. So
Yeah.
I'm going to just, because it's my Super Bowl pick, I'm going to just ride high with the Packers. No
Okay.
asterisks. I'm going to just ride high with the Packers.
I'm going Pack. Mike, who you got? Chiefs?
No, I'm going with the Packers.
Yeah. And I also I did
After what
forget
Aaron Rodgers did last week. I mean, you beat a tough Arizona team.
I know.
You're going to play a beat up Chiefs team.
Yeah. And I did forget to add that. That is true because I was talking about I was talking about my brother about that on the phone. Even with that big blowout win, it was all they have 4 rushing touchdowns by two different halfbacks, right? Two different runners ran for the 2 touchdowns. So you had that, and then you had the defensive touchdown. So a lot of the touchdowns were scored from without Jalen's help. So Jalen looked actually not too good. So that's another reason why I think I'm going to go Chargers. But that was whatever. All right. Speaking of the undefeated or once undefeated Cardinals, they're traveling to San Fran to take on the 49ers. Are you riding high after that 49ers win against the Bears? Or do you think the Cardinals bounce back after that loss against the Packers?
Cardinals will bounce back.
Yeah. Cards. Juwaan, what do you got?
Cards.
Yeah, I'm going Cards. I'm putting all my cards on the table as well.
I do, though, want to keep an eye on DeAndre Hopkins. That's big. You lose DeAndre Hopkins, you lose a big step.
Yeah.
What this team is able to do. So
I agree.
Look out.
I mean,
I agree.
And you without JJ Watt either. You got to take
without Watt
too.
Yeah, Watt. I mean, Watt hurts you, but at the same time, dude, I still even think I know DeAndre is a huge piece to lose, but at the same time, I mean, what Murray does, even when he's been doing it in the air, but what Murray does with his feet too. Then, like I said, you got Chase Edmonds, you got other guys that can still do it. And against this 49ers team, which I don't know which team is going to show up, are we going to get Garoppolo that was brilliant against, in his homecoming of Chicago? But again, it was against the Bears. So I don't know. I'm going to go Cardinals. All right. I think this is probably going to be, I'm hoping it should be a good matchup. It's Sunday night, Titans at Rams. The 6-2 Titans sitting at top of the AFC, one of the top AFC teams right now, and they just edged out the Colts in overtime in yesterday's game. And now you're coming to LA to face Stafford and the Rams, who just, like I said, they look like they were on cruise control until finally, I think, I don't know if it was Houston waking up or the Rams just letting off the pedal a little bit towards the end.
They got a little they got a little bit conservative.
Yeah, I think it was because of that. They had a big cushion, but I don't know. This is a tough one. But now that Henry might be out for the year, or at least 8 weeks, they're saying.
Which is almost the whole year. So
yeah, they would get him right before or during playoffs if he does come back, if everything is the way they said. Without Henry, I'm going to go Rams. I think even with Henry, look, Henry's actually had a couple of off games. Some teams have been able to hold him. Even in Titan victories, they were holding him to about like 80, 90 yards. But he was also on pace. I mean, that's another reason why I hate that he's going down with an injury, because he was on pace to break some records this year. And I was pulling for what?
They're trying out Adrian Peterson.
Oh, they are.
Yeah.
All right, Mike says it's Rams with Henry. It's definitely Rams without Henry. I was going to go Rams too, especially at home. What do you guys got?
I'll go with the Rams. I'll even say now with Henry out, I think they're pretty safe with the 7-point favorite too on that. But yeah, I'll take the Rams. Now,
has Adrian Peterson been active though, Juwaan? Like, is he even football ready at this point?
I think Adrian Peterson is a guy who suffered a career fatal injury and came back within the same year.
Yeah.
So I think he's always football ready. But no, he hasn't been playing on the team all year, if that's what you're asking. No,
Yeah.
he hasn't. I don't know, because my issue with the Titans isn't their running game. You could find someone off the street and put together a good running game. My problem with them is Julio Jones healthy?
Yeah.
Because remember what I told you guys, one of these last Rams games, Jalen Ramsey is eliminating one of your receivers. So if you don't have Julio Jones, he's taking A.J. Brown out of the game. So 130-something yards that he did last week or this past week, he's not doing that on Jalen Ramsey. So then
you're gonna get like half 65 probably out of it.
Right. So it's like, well, what do your other receivers do? You know, who's that next guy that can step up and put up that kind of numbers if there is no Julio? So to me, I have to say Rams because I believe in Jalen that much that he'll almost eliminate A.J. Brown, especially if there's no Julio Jones. So I'm going to go Rams. Which, by the way, Joe, did you mention when you guys were doing the games that I called my shot with Gilmore?
I didn't, but you can say it now.
No, I was telling Joe that I knew Gilmore would be guarding Pitts all game. I did not call the game-winning interception. I'm not saying that, but I did call that he would snuff Pitts. So to get the game-winning interception on Pitts was very apropos for Stephon Gilmore, who I missed terribly. I cried watching that, like legit, full-on snot dripping down, cried.
It was a big acquisition, getting Gilmore.
But I do want to thank Carolina because them trading for Gilmore is how we avoided putting him in free agency for him to go to the Bucks or the Bills, back home to the Bills or the Chiefs. I'm fine with him being in Carolina. I can sleep well at night.
All right, guys. Final game next Monday night. You got the Bears at Pittsburgh.
Steelers.
Yeah. I got to go Steelers.
Oh, man. Talk about two teams with no identity. I'm going to go Steelers. I'm going to have to just go Steelers.
They had a decent game against that Cleveland team, but like I said, that Cleveland team is just with Baker not being 100%.
Yeah, but they're so confusing. Look how Pittsburgh started the season.
Yeah.
Now look how they are. So the question is, will they hold? Because last year they had a full season of being good, and then they just
11-0. Where do they go? 11-0, right?
Yeah. I mean, it was the curse of Juju. Him dancing on the Bengals. Logo. It was the curse of Juju, and then boom,
was it
completely disappeared?
Wasn't that the Ravens logo that he was dancing on?
No, that was the Bengals logo because that was the game. Everyone was just like, "Oh, Steelers, Bengals, Steelers easily," and Bengals said, "Nah."
Yeah.
And I remember this because when they beat the Steelers, the Bengals started to do the dance that Juju did.
Yeah, I remember that. I honestly, I did not see that coming. I didn't. Obviously they didn't have Burrow because Burrow was out. I did not see the Bengals beating the Steelers, especially at 11-0. But I was saying all last year, even at 11-0, I was still never convinced that team was any good. It's weird.
Yeah.
At one point, Mike was chanting MVP for Ben Roethlisberger last year. I was like, dude, he's giving just enough.
Yeah, him and Russell Wilson last year had huge MVP drop-offs.
Yeah.
Those guys were prime.
Well, I thank Roger Goodell for ruining Roethlisberger.
There was a couple
last year with that.
There were a couple.
With what?
A couple of because of the scheduling.
With the Baltimore rescheduling 9,000 fucking changes.
There were a couple of
because Paul Lamar had COVID.
Well, again, it was all new to them. They were trying to be as fair as possible. I understand it.
You can't do one. You can't do one and not the other when they punished Denver and Baltimore got away with murder.
No. That's different. Lamar got that way differently than the Denver crew. The Denver crew got that for being stupid. That's why
and Lamar got it from getting a lap dance. So I mean, what's the difference?
No,
I honestly don't know what he.
He didn't get it getting a lap dance.
Hey, the story was that there was a stripper in the house. Okay, that's all I know.
That was the story. But Denver got it from contact tracing. Like people legit just being stupid and not being mindful. Yeah. So that's why they got it. So they deserve that. And that was fucking hilarious. The NFL was just like, no, find someone. I don't care.
No, No, we'll punish one and not the other. Nah, don't worry about it. We'll fuck Roethlisberger right up his ass for his MVP.
He
Yeah,
loved
who
it
cares
though.
about Denver? Who cares about
He
Denver?
loved it. He loved it. All right, guys.
did.
All right, this was a good show. We actually had a decent amount of listeners at one point.
Joe, do you remember my fucking rant I had that night when I was calling Goodell a cocksucker on fucking?
I remember. I do want to thank Bada Sports. I want to thank Matt, Matthew Wade. Where is he? There you go. Matthew for coming in. My brother
showed
Mike.
up.
Aaron Rodgers?
What?
What did he say about Aaron Rodgers?
Oh, well, everybody thought he was done after the first game. And look what I left my ass off.
I'm with you, brother.
Yeah.
He was my Super Bowl pick. He was
Yeah.
my Super Bowl pick. So
I
I'm
said it
with you.
too.
I wanna
I
thank
had
Nick.
Casey in Green Bay. I mean,
Nick thinks the window for Rodgers to win a ring with the Packers is this year or nothing.
Oh,
and I
with the
agree.
Packers?
Yeah.
Yes. Period? No. With the Packers, yes. Period?
Yeah.
No.
I told you he's gonna look good in blue next year.
We'll see. We'll see about that. All right, guys. I do want to thank both of you for joining as always. Mike, stay tuned. I'll let you know if I decide to do anything either later tonight after the Giants game, possible Giants victory, or sometime tomorrow just to talk about the game. And
Yeah.
I'll let you know. And if you want to jump in on that, you can. It will literally just be exclusive to the Giants.
It's gonna
and
be
Chiefs
about
game.
30 minutes. That's what it's gonna
Okay.
be.
Yeah, I'm going to
Yeah.
be watching it. Oh, no. Shit. My Knicks play tonight, too. I'll
Yeah.
let you know.
All right.
Ah, fuck the Knicks.
Watch your mouth.
Hey, that's blasphemy to him.
Look
All
at
right,
this.
guys.
He's a Patriots fan rooting for the Knicks. You don't like the Celtics?
We're cutting it. We're cutting it. All right. All right, guys. Have a great day. And I will see you next week for Monday Morning Quarterback.
Go Big
All right.
Blue.
Go Blue.
Knicks.
Go Blue.